Okay, grade 8. So this is part 2 of the videos for lesson 2. So there is another way of writing exponents. Sorry, writing powers. So writing powers using the caret key. Using the caret key. Okay. This is not in your book, but I thought it was important for you to know. So if you see 5, the caret key, this is the caret key, it looks like that. Okay. And then, so if you see 5 like this, they're the same. So this will be 5 is the base and 2 is the exponent, which it means 5 times 5, which means 25. All these are answers to this question. This is an answer, this is an answer, this is an answer. Okay? All right, let's do another one. Just one more. Let's do one with a decimal. Okay. So this becomes what? This becomes 7/10 to the 3rd power. Then I write them as a fraction, 7 out of 10 to the 3rd power. 7 times 7 times 7, 10. Okay, so that's what that means. And then one division bar, 7 times 7 times 7, 10 times 10 times 10, 49 times 7 over 1000. 9 times 7 is 63. Carry the 6. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 6, that's 34. 343 times 1000. See, Miss Lillian can do her times table without the calculator. You can't simplify, so this is your answer. You can write this as a decimal. This is 343 thousandths. 343 thousandths, and you box your answer. If your question is a decimal, your answer should be a decimal. Okay? Even here, we should have just done this. I don't even know why I simplified. I should have just stopped over here. Because my question is a decimal, my answer should be a decimal. This is 10 thousandths. So 10th, hundredths. Yes, so these 3 go with that and there. So the answer from here will be, if they want it as a fraction, it would be this. If they want it as a decimal, it would be just like that. Okay? This is 9. From here, I come straight to a decimal. Or I do simplify and I get my fraction. So the same thing, see? Because my question is a decimal, my answer should be a decimal. It is easier to do it this way because you will get the thousands or the hundredths, then you don't have to simplify. You just read your fraction correctly and you write it as a decimal without wasting time. Okay, let's do another decimal. Let's do with 2. Okay, 2/10 to the, we do to the which power? Let's do to the 4th power. This means 2 This means 2/10. Oh, I should have started with a caret key. Okay, so it goes there. So don't write this here because I told you all equal signs must be in one line. You see, all equal signs must be in one line, one after the other. I don't want them dancing everywhere. No. From here, we came here. Now we are going here. Change my decimal to a fraction, 2/10 to the 4th power. What does that mean? 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. So, okay. I can leave my brackets without a sign in the middle, or I can put a sign, which means multiply. Okay. Remember multiplication, signs. Okay. You should know them. Either use an asterisk or the dot in the middle, or the brackets without a sign in the middle. Okay, so this means you're multiplying these two numbers. All right, or these two values, whatever values will be in the bracket. All right, let's continue. So that becomes 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 over 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Okay. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. 4 times 4. 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times 10 is 100. Just like that. 16. 4 times 4 is 16. 100 times 100 is 10,000. Okay. Then I write this as a decimal. This is 16 10,000ths. So I want 0 decimal 16 1 2 3 4 2 zeros. Just like that. So that's how I write 16 10,000ths. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. And a box. So I have shown you how to use the caret key. This sign right here is called the caret key. Caret. Okay? I have also shown you how it is easy to do exponents with decimals. Change them to fractions, multiply them, come back to decimal. Class, your life is easy. All right, let's do a word problem. The deck of a skateboard has an area of about 2/5, 2 to the 5th power, 2 to the 5th power, times 7 square inches. Okay, so I am thinking as I am reading. As I am reading, I am picturing the skateboard. So the skateboard is like this, something like this. And then it has wheels, something like that. So it says the area, no, it says the deck of a skateboard. Anyway, this is a skateboard. And then where you play, the one that looks like curved like this, where they play the skateboard. So this thing is what they're calling the deck. When you go to the park, you will see it over there. Okay, so this is the deck. So they're saying the area, so this area from here to here, they're saying is 2 to the 5th power 7 square inches. Because I see square inches, I know it is area. Okay? So they want us to find the actual area because this is written using exponents. Now they want you to find it without exponents. So you will say area of skateboard deck equals 2 to the 5th power times 7 inches squared. Then you write 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 5 times 7. Okay? Then you group inches squared. Don't forget your units. It says over there, square inches. All right. Then you group your 2's. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So this is 8. This makes 8. This makes 4. Okay. And then times 7. I can either do 4 times 7 times 8. I can do 8 times 4 times 7. I can do 8 times 7 times 4. It doesn't matter. I should still come with the same answer. Why? Because of commutative property of multiplication. Commutative property of multiplication. We learned that in grade 7. The commutative property of multiplication allows me to multiply any pair. So I've said I can do 8 times 4, then times 7. I can do 8 times 7 times 4. I can do 4 times 7 and then 8. Okay? All right, we continue. So let me do 8 times 28 because of 4 times 7. Okay? And then 8 times 8 is 64. I carry the 6. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 6 is 22. So 224 is my answer, inches squared. Do you see that? Without my calculator. I don't need a calculator. So you can, this one you can do it different ways. You can do 28 times 8. 64, you carry the 6. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 6 is 224. Or you can do 28. You add it. What does that give you? 16, 56. So this is 2. That means you're going to repeat 56 again. That will be 4. 12, 10, 11. Okay, so this means 2. This means 2. That makes it 4. Then, since this makes it 4, you need 8. You just put another one, 2. And then add. So 4. So this makes it how many? This makes it 4. So 4 and 4 is 8. This 8 is this 8 right here. So then you add this, you get 4, you get 2, you get 2, and that's your answer. There's so many ways of you multiplying using mental math that you don't have to use the calculator. You can do this method, you can do this method. Easy. Or you can decide 28 times 8, you do 20 times 8 and 8 times 8. 20 times 8, 160. 8 times 8, 64. You add them, you get 4. You get 12, you get 224. I have shown you 3 different ways of you doing. You can either do with add. If you find this confusing, you can do this. If you find this confusing, you can do that. You write 28, 20, and 8. And each one of them you have to multiply with the number that is being multiplied. And all of them gave me the same answer. Or you can do like me. I said 8 times 8 is 64. I wrote my 6 here. 8 times 2 is 16 plus this gives me 224. Different ways of you doing the same thing. Avoid this calculator. Avoid it. If you practice mental math, you will be thinking faster. Thinking will be very easy. You'll be thinking faster. Now, if you forget your units, Miss Lillian is marking wrong. Units must be in every step. You don't start with units and then you skip and then you write units. No. Because you said equal, this means this. The minute you don't write your units, this stops becoming that. It stops. And that will be wrong mathematically. So every step, when you write this equal sign, whatever you wrote before should equal whatever you write after. Okay? All right. So let us do another type of evaluation. Now we have variables and values. All right. We're going to write our own. So the question says, evaluate each expression. If, okay, let's say A is 7 and B is 6. So, example 1, they have said A squared plus B to the 4th power. Who is A? A is 7. 7 to the 2nd power. Who is B? B is 6. Plus 6 to the 4th power. Plus. You see, this is plus. What does this mean? This means 7 times 7 plus 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. You read incorrectly, that is your problem. You cannot read incorrectly. You see plus, you write it over there. Okay? So you don't forget. All right, 7 times 7, 49, plus 36 times 36. Okay? Now you do this, 36 times 36. So that is 30. That is 30 times 36 and 3 and 6 times 36. Okay? So 6 times 3 is 18. I carry 1. 3 times 3 is 9. That is 10. With this 0, I will write it over there. 6 times 6 is 36. I carry the 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. And then I add, I get 6, I get 9, I get that. So that's 1,296. 49 plus 1,096. I put my comma over there. So since this is my comma, I need to add 49. I come and I add 49. 6 plus 9 is 15. Okay, I carry 1 here. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 4 is 14. I carry 1 here. That 2 plus 1 is 3. And this is 1 with my comma. So what is my answer? 1,345. And there. Okay. Let's do an example like this. So we have A minus B. Let's use to the 4th power. What is A? 7 minus B? 6. How do I know? Because I said here, A is 7, B is 6. So A is 7, we are subtracting. We're going to do that. So this is easy. Solve the bracket first. It is easy when you solve the bracket first, okay? 7 minus 6 is what? 1. And 1 to the 4th power is just 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1, 1 times 1, 1 times 1, 1. So my answer is 1. Okay? When you have brackets, you make sure you use brackets. Please. In fact, I should just put brackets there. Yes. Okay? You can check my work using your calculator, but you should know how to multiply with a calculator. All right. Do example A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. And then we'll talk on Sunday, inshallah.